Russia's backing of Venezuela in its standoff with the United States is a multifaceted and complex geopolitical issue, deeply rooted in long-standing historical ties dating back decades, substantial economic interests, especially in the oil sector, and strategic motivations aimed at challenging global dominance. Diplomatic relations between Russia and Venezuela were first established in 1945, then severed in 1952 amid Cold War tensions, and finally restored in 1970, laying the essential groundwork for their deepening future cooperation across political and economic spheres. A significant deepening of these ties occurred under Hugo Chavez starting in 2005, marked by Venezuela's substantial arms purchases from Russia totaling billions and regular joint military exercises that strengthen their defense partnership. Currently, Russia provides unwavering political support by officially recognizing Nicolas Maduro as Venezuela's legitimate president amid contested elections and ongoing disputes. Moscow frequently and vocally criticizes what it perceives as U.S. interference in Venezuela's internal affairs, such as sanctions and opposition backing, fully aligning with Caracas's defiant stance against Washington. Economically, Russia and Venezuela cooperate extensively in oil exports, which remain a vital sector for both nations, heavily reliant on petroleum revenues to sustain their economies. Russian companies like Rosneft are deeply involved in Venezuela's oil sector, providing critical technical expertise, massive investments, and assisting with complex debt restructuring agreements worth billions. Military cooperation remains a cornerstone of their relationship, with Russia supplying advanced equipment including S-300 systems and T-72 tanks to bolster Venezuela's defenses. A notable instance was the deployment of Tupolev Tu-160 strategic bombers to Venezuela in 2018, a bold and clear signal of their strategic alliance and willingness to project power near U.S. borders. Joint military exercises, such as those conducted regularly in the Caribbean, further underscore their defense partnership, enhancing military interoperability and projecting unified strength against external threats. Russia's primary motivation includes challenging U.S. influence in Latin America, a region historically viewed by Washington as its exclusive backyard since the Monroe Doctrine. This support also serves to promote a multipolar world order where no single nation like the U.S. dominates global affairs, but multiple powers share influence equally. Venezuela acts as a key strategic leverage point for Russia, allowing Moscow to exert pressure and influence directly closer to the U.S. mainland and its key interests. Economic interests are also significant, with Russia investing heavily, over $10 billion, in Venezuela's vast oil reserves and mineral resources like gold and coltan. Ideologically, both nations share a strong anti-hegemonic stance, opposing what they view as U.S. unilateralism, interventions, and dominance in international relations. The United States, in response, has imposed extensive sanctions, asset freezes, and blockades on Venezuela since 2017, aiming to economically pressure Maduro's government into concessions. These U.S. actions have led to strong accusations of interference and regime change efforts from Venezuela, further escalating tensions between Caracas and Washington dramatically. Conversely, the U.S. has leveled serious accusations of drug trafficking and narco-terrorism against senior Venezuelan officials, including Maduro himself, adding a criminal layer to the dispute. The potential implications of this standoff are far-reaching, starting with a significant escalation of geopolitical tensions between nuclear-armed rivals Russia and the U.S. It risks creating a deeper geopolitical divide in the Western Hemisphere, potentially drawing other nations like Cuba or Brazil into the widening conflict. Disruption of global shipping routes, particularly those vital for oil transport through the Caribbean and Panama Canal, is another serious concern for world trade. Furthermore, Russia's backing could exacerbate Venezuela's already severe humanitarian crisis, with hyperinflation and shortages, thereby prolonging regional instability and migration waves. Recent developments include Russia reaffirming its unwavering support in December 2025 against perceived U.S. hostilities like new sanctions and military posturing. Both nations have also agreed to closely coordinate actions at the United Nations, presenting a united front on international issues from Syria to climate talks. Mutual warnings between the US and Russia regarding their military activities in the region highlight the delicate balance of power and risk of miscalculation. Russia has also expressed growing concerns over US actions in the Caribbean, such as naval exercises viewing them as a direct threat to regional stability and sovereignty. The situation remains incredibly complex and dynamic, with new developments like elections and sanctions constantly shaping the evolving geopolitical landscape in real time. Understanding this intricate relationship is crucial for comprehending the broader shifts in global power dynamics, from energy markets to alliance formations. As events unfold rapidly, the world watches closely to see how this high-stakes standoff between major powers will ultimately impact international relations, regional stability, and global security.